What's going on, ladies? Welcome back to Studio B21. We are getting ready to start a lovely day. We got our ground beef over here that we're cooking up for one of our dishes that we got for you today. So let me bring you guys up on the higher ground so you guys can see what's going on in here. Well, hey, Mr. DJ, play your song for this pretty little lady. Alright, so you guys get a better view from there. So, this is our ground beef that we use for our nice little naan bites. So, we're just cooking that out. Right now, all there's in there is some spice blend, some olive oil, a little bit of olive oil, and some sauteed red onions. That's in there. As it goes on, as it cooks down more, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients in there. Hey, Mrs. DJ, play your song for this pretty little lady. Good morning to everyone, by the way. Good morning, good morning. I know we're starting off a little bit earlier today, but that is quite all right with me. It's okay with you? It's okay with me. So, that being said, how's everybody doing today? It is hump day, so never forget the weekend is just around the corner. And we should always remember and enjoy that. So, happy hump day for everyone who's just joined. So, back to reality. This is a song I haven't heard in a long time. Back to reality. So basically, this is what we're using for our nice little pita bites. We're just gonna cook out our ground beef. Our ground beef was seasoned with some of our spice blend. You can use whatever spice blend, whatever flavors come to mind for you if you want to do something like this at home. And we sauteed some red onions, add our ground beef in. That's where we are. We're just waiting it to cook out a little bit more. Once that starts to cook out, we're gonna add in a few more things, like we're gonna add in our tomato paste, our paprika, however do you want it, however do you need it, however do you want it, however do you need it, and then we'll adjust the seasoning as we see fit going forward. So, however do you want it, however do you need it, however do you need it, however do you want it, however do you need it. And it is Wednesday, so happy hump day to each and every one of you. Welcome to the stream. We're starting off a little bit earlier today because none of our food's in the oven just as yet. We figured we'll start a little bit early and show you guys a little bit of the process of getting our food ready. So, all right, this is starting to look good. We're gonna add in the rest of our ingredients and get that going. However do you want it, however do you need it. I'm not even gonna begin to pronounce whatever that name is down in the chat. And I don't have time to translate it right now, but thank you for dropping by and saying hi. Appreciate you. All right, so add in our tomato paste. If you can put that name in English, I would definitely love to give you a shout out, but Yeah. Back to life, back to reality. And I thought YouTube is supposed to translate these things. There's no translation there. Or maybe there's just not a translation for this. Whatever you want it, however you need it, however you want it. All right, now we're gonna add some paprika as well. And then make sure everything gets nicely cooked out in here. If you're making tacos or something like this, or just nice, taco bowl or something like this, perfect. This would be perfect for you. Who needs that store-bought taco spice when you can make your own? It's not quite done yet, but it's already looking absolutely delicious, don't you think? Whatever do you want it, whatever you need it. So I'm gonna let that continue to cook out. And happy hunt day once again. Welcome to the stream. You guys are all amazing for joining us. We're gonna add a little bit of that chili flakes for a little bit of that heat. Gonna have just a little bit of that nice heat to it. Please believe me. I can't stop loving you. Yo, who are they trying to make fall in love today?
What's going on?
Believe me. All right, I'm gonna go get my lovely, lovely pita bread for this recipe as well, and I will be back. Miss Diana, how are you? All right, I'm on the hunt for my pita bread that I'm gonna use, my naan bread, I should say, that I'm gonna use for this, and it looks like they only have the garlic version. They don't have the regular, so we're gonna go with the garlic naan for this. It's just all right, just some people gonna have a little bit of garlicness in their life as they walk around for today, but it's all good. Good morning, good morning. Just passing through. Please believe me, I can't stop loving you. Ooh, ladies and gents, if you're just joining the stream, welcome, welcome. I am running around grabbing some stuff I need for the ground beef you see currently cooking on the stove right now. And then I will make my way back. Whoa, 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 no. And then we can, start putting some stuff in the oven and getting that cooked down. I can't stop loving you. And happy hump day, by the way. It's Wednesday. We are halfway through to the weekend. Please believe me, I can't stop loving you. All right, so we got our naan. We got regular, and we got a little bit of that garlic stuff. So Now let's give her a nice little mix. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. Please believe me. I can't stop loving you. That is the question of the day. What is your all's favorite food right now? That's only gonna stay up there for a little bit. Before I get rid of it. So all right, we're looking good. I'll lower that heat down. We're gonna give this a nice taste and make sure everything tastes lovely. And if it's not, we're gonna throw it away and start again. I am kidding. I'll not do that. I just adjust the flavors. That is excellent. So well, me, you said, silly me, why haven't I found another a baller? All right, I'm gonna move you guys over here while we can Franco, Frisco. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. You know, we're just here doing what we do. Appreciate the support. We'll continue just to bring you guys some lovely recipes and stuff. Why haven't I found another a baller? Margaret says chicken paprika. No, not this recipe, but I did do something similar the other day. We did a nice paprika chicken dish. So we're just gonna get on here and we're gonna wrap it up and add it to our lovely, keep it warm until we get all our lovely food in the oven and ready to go. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask, anything you want to share down in the chat, definitely let me know, because I'm going to have a little bit of free time before I start getting all my foods and stuff in the oven and get that cooking. So ask away, right? And I'll get to it right after I'm finished putting this stuff away. So me and me are true. Pay my telephone bill, get automobile. I don't think that you told me and you are true. This is like the calm before the chaos in the kitchen right now. So everything's going nicely smoothly until we need to put everything out and get everything ready for the customer. And I do apologize if I butcher anybody's name down in the comment section. Like I said, name pronunciation is not my thing. All right, so let me go get a nice little wrap for that, and I'll be right back. One second, one second. How did I get into cooking? Funny story. I'll let you guys know while I'm grabbing my stuff. I got into cooking because I was essentially a troublemaker and I had nothing to do. I kid you not. One day I was in junior high school, and one of my chefs wanted our culinary, well, what do you call it there? One of our, those teachers that teach a little bit of cooking skills back in school. I forgot what you call them. He saw me running around the hallway. I was causing some trouble. And he kind of like subtly approached me and asked me if I wanted to do a cooking competition. And since I had absolutely nothing to do, all I would do was go to school, learn what I needed to learn, run around with my friends, cause a bunch of havoc, chase the girls and stuff like that. Normal things that kids do. So I was doing that. He approached me, asked me if I wanted to do this competition. And I'm like, sure, what the hell not? I have nothing else to do. So he started training me a little bit. Went into the competition. Won the first round. Came in second the second round I did. And basically after that, I just never stopped. And this was like over 20 years ago. And I've done so much other things in the kitchen since then. And it's been good. So that's basically how I got into cooking. It's not like anybody in my family was like at the greatest cooking everything, but I do have some good cooks in my family. But it's not like I was shadowing them or anything like that. It's just a random approach, and now I'm here doing what I do. Hopefully I can do something down the line that's for kids that don't take too much. No, for sure. My channels always revolve around simple and intricate recipes, but mostly just recipes that anyone can pick up and do. Like if you're coming home from a long day, I always say you're coming home from a long day, you don't want to be spending 2 or 3 hours in the kitchen. And most of the recipes that we put on the channel is geared around you just coming in and spend like maybe 20-30 minutes in the kitchen and you're out, right? So most of our recipe is geared around that. We do some intricate recipes every now and then that do take a long time, but that's just to showcase some of our skill base as well. So that's why I always encourage our viewers to, like, if you have any ideas when it comes to recipes and stuff you'd like to see on the channel, definitely hit us up. If not here on the stream, you guys can contact us on our Discord channel. Our links are all on the main page of the channel, so you guys can check that out. Join our Discord, have discussion with us, pass recipes. We love to have you. in our Discord. It's no charge, it's free. It's just Discord. It's just a platform for people to gather and speak their truth, and have some fun, listen to some music, and just relax and talk, have any discussion you want. So plus we can swap recipes and stuff like that all the time. We try to include recipes on our when we do any kind of cooking, we try to include recipes down in the details or the description when we do videos on not live stream. So most of the videos you see on our channel, all the recipes are in the description. So that's one of the things we do. Let's see, let's see. This is a nice story. Appreciate it, appreciate it. French onion soup. Yeah, we can definitely do some nice French onion soup. I'm gonna check it out. We are monetized on YouTube, so that's something that's we're working towards. We're just trying to build a nice community of like-minded people and that like doing what we do. The monetization button wasn't showing at first. It's it's a YouTube thing. They have their glitches and sometimes they don't. But all right, I have been babbling a little bit. I am just in 7 minutes. I will have a free oven so I could start putting some of my food in the oven and getting that ready for you guys. If you guys are been around with us from the starting of the week, or you'll know that some of our menu items already that we're gonna start getting ready and stuff. And if you're new, I can give you a show of what we got here. So bring you guys back so you can get a better look at that. That is our menus. Our menu for today. And let's drop that down. If you want to see this in more details, I did post a picture of it on the community section of this channel. And we also post it in our food section in our Discord. So you guys could take a look at that. We have our marinated tomato salad that's already been gone. We have a caramelized garlic ginger broth, chicken broth. We have a roasted salmon with creamy sun-dried tomato. We have that beef that we were making. We have the Mediterranean beef mini pita, but we're using naan bread with tzatziki sauce. We have the lemon ricotta pasta, and we have our creamy roasted potatoes, honey, garlic, carrots, and beans. That being said, you guys just remind me that is one thing I gotta put together real quick. And let me grab all the ingredients. I can bring you guys back up and you guys can see what I do with it, because I didn't make my broth yet. I haven't made my broth for my chicken yet, so that one takes no time at all. I just have to get it on the stove. I'm gonna just wash my pot real quick. And then I'm gonna grab the ingredients and you guys can see how that one's made. It's pretty simple as well. Once again, happy hump day. It is Wednesday. All right, so I need my sesame seed oil, need my rice wine vinegar. I need some soy sauce, I need some ginger, I need some garlic. I got myself some brown sugar, a little bit of my some chicken broth, and some cornstarch. And just to finish that up. So all I need now is ginger and soy. Got some garlic here, a couple cloves. We're gonna get that real quick. Now we're not gonna rush today because no rush, Gemma.
It's my slowest pace.
Right? Well, go slower. Yeah.
One speed in my life.
All right, so let me go grab my ginger and I can come and my soy sauce and we can come and start this. No, go ahead. I'll be a little lagging behind a little bit. I didn't make my broth for my chicken. Flora. All right, so stay with me. I'm gonna go grab some ingredients and I will be right back. So every morning I like to ask where everybody is from in the chat. I like to know where I'm talking to, where some of my lovely viewers are viewing the stream from around the world. I've had a lot of culture joining the stream over the past couple of weeks and it's amazing to have. All right, so grab me a little bit of ginger right here. Yeah, Shalina. All right, we essentially have everything we need. So let's get this party started. So first things first, gonna add to our pan a little bit of sesame seed oil and just a tad bit of that olive oil. And I get this ginger and garlic cleaned up. Trying to get these slices as thin as possible. I don't want no super chunky pieces of ginger in here. Try to tuck your fingers under when you're doing something like that so you don't, two things, you don't cut your finger and you don't cut any of the gloves that have that plastic stain around in your food. So we got you, ginger. And we got our garlic. We can turn on our stove, get that up, the temperature up for us while we're finishing this. If I don't immediately get to your chats, your comments down below, I do apologize. This is a part where I do focus on not cutting my fingers off and not always checking the chat. So, and plus I'm at work, so it's not every time I will get to check the chat. But when I get back there, I will definitely try to read all the comments and see who has been in the chat. So I do appreciate you taking your time out and interacting and supporting and just, sharing a little bit of your time with me. Either way, it's wonderful and I'd love to have you. Appreciate it. All right, so ginger going in. Now let us take you guys over back to the spot over here so show you guys what's going on with this dish. All right, so we got our pot. This is the best I can do for you guys, else you guys will fall into the pot, and we don't want that. So let's see if I put you over here. All right, so you can already tell the pot's like on a slight angle, so I gotta make sure. So we're gonna make that smoke a little bit. Once that smoke, we're gonna add everything else that we need to put in there. In the meantime, I'm gonna wipe down my board over here and get ready for starting to put things in the oven. So chat, can you call me when our pan is smoky a little bit? Just let me know. Just be like, your pot is smoking down in the comments. And I know to come and get started. All right, let's organize my spots in my oven while that's going on. See if I can catch up on a little bit of time that's been lost since I didn't realize I didn't make my my little sauce here for my chicken. I'm gonna start loading some of my food in the oven in the meantime. Don't forget, chat, let me know when our pot starts to get a smoky there. Because if you don't, then I'll start to burn my food. All right, we got some beans that we're gonna leave to the end because they take no time to cook and I don't want to overcook my beans today. I want my beans to be nice and crisp. All right, so I'm currently just getting all my food in the oven to get started on getting ready for our lunch service. And chat, you're gonna let me know once my oil starts to smoke a little bit, and then I'll come over and start this process. we're smoking a little bit. Chat, you didn't say nothing. Didn't tell me my pot was smoking. All right, so in goes our ginger, our garlic. Gonna saute that nicely.
How many do you need for yourself?
I need 9, but I know how you guys feel. Huh? All right. All right, so now it's starting to catch a little bit. We're gonna add in our brown sugar.
Don't use a display anymore, guys. No more display. Yeah, let's go.
And we're gonna cook that down and let that get to a nice caramelization where the bubbles start to form. And then we're gonna hit it with our rice wine vinegar. And once we hit it with the rice wine vinegar, we're gonna hit it with our lovely, I'm gonna add a little bit more of that sesame seed oil in there. Once we had the rice wine vinegar, cook that down a little bit, we're gonna add in our soy sauce, cook that down just a little bit because we don't want our dish to be too salty. If anything, we might need to balance it with a little bit more sweetness, so we'll use some honey because that was the last of our brown sugar right here. And then after that, we'll hit it with some of our chicken stock. And we'll adjust the flavoring a little bit. And then we'll thicken it with some cornstarch. So. Nedge, you need a vacation.
Bring your own food.
I told her she needs a vacation. She says, I really do. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it didn't give you diarrhea. All right, you can see the bubbles starting to form on our sugars over here. That's what we're looking for. If you joined our live stream yesterday, you also saw that we started doing this. Just today, I definitely forgot to. It definitely slipped my mind today, 100%. No ifs and buts about it. Slipped my mind. And if you guys know it, that we usually do a different menu every week, so it's not the same menu you saw from last week to this week. Every week is gonna change. All right, let's go. So now we got our bubbles. We're gonna add in our rice wine vinegar. Make sure to stay away from all that steam coming up out the pot. And that's gonna make everybody's nose in the kitchen perk up right now. All right, that being said, I'm gonna start my food in the oven so that I can go and cook. While we dilute some of that caramel kind of from the brown sugar. Make sure you give it a stir to mix out all that sugar. And if you're anything like me and you want a little bit of heat as well, you can add some chili flakes to here. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna add too much because my lovely clientele does not like chili, does not like spicy food. So if I do anything with a little bit of spice in it, I have to keep it tame. Especially when I do stuff like jerk chicken, I gotta somehow keep jerk chicken tame. And I was like, are you people, why are you all so scared of spices? I inhale a nice, healthy dose of that vinegar. Fumes right up in my nose. Whew. It's a great way to wake up in the morning, huh? All right, see that we're having those nice bubbles? So that's what you want after you cook down your rice wine vinegar a little bit. Keeping my spoon in there to get some of that sugar off my spoon as well. All right, so now that you have those nice little bubbles coming up, what you want to do is add in your soy sauce. And I'm gonna let that come up to a boil. And once that come up to a boil, then we can proceed with the rest. So just a little bit of sugar on my spoon is being stubborn, so try to get it off right here. I want to caramelize to my spoon. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that go to a boil, and then we'll be back with our chicken stock and our cornstarch mixture. Ugh. All right, you can see it's starting to boil. Now you're getting that nice smell of that sugary, vinegary soy all up in the atmosphere. And kid you not, more times than none, this attracts so much customers coming up and they're like, oh, that smells so good. I'm just like, you're saying that because it's already diluted in the air as we're going along. But if you're close to it, it's just in your nose. Now that's not boiling because it's soy sauce, and you already know soy sauce is nice and salty unless you get some like dark soy sauce or low sodium soy sauce. You know you don't want to cook this on too much. So once it comes to a boil, I'm going to add in my chicken stock. Before you go, wake me up before we go. And now I'm gonna wait till that come up to a boil. I'm gonna check their seasoning. And once everything's nicely tasted, then we're gonna thicken it with our cornstarch mixture. Pro tip for thickening random things in your kitchen that are stubborn and don't want to thicken, just use a cornstarch mixture. So we call this a slurry. It's going to be cornstarch and some cold water mixed together. Once that comes to a boil, we're going to slowly add in the mixture, and once it starts to boil again, it's going to start to thicken. So that's the way to do it. Slowly add it in and get it to where you need it, how thick you want it. I still want it to be a broth. I just want a little bit of body to that broth. So more like soup, like a nice like thicker soup base, not too thick. So once that comes to a boil, then we can do all those actions. wake me up before you go. So wake me up before you go. So wake me up before you go. So wake me up before you go. All right, let me give this a nice little taste and see where our flavor is at. See if we need to balance it with a little bit of sweetness or not. Why? I was just telling somebody that people always come up and say the same thing, right? But if you're when I'm making it, if you're close to it, the fumes go up in your nose. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of honey to this. If you have some more brown sugar, I would add brown sugar, but I would have to open up a whole big ass bag of brown sugar, and don't want to do that right now. So I'm gonna balance it out with a little bit of our honey. But like I was just saying, chat, shrimp. When I'm doing this, people will come up to me and act and say, "It smells too good. Why are you doing this to me?" And one of my coworkers just came up and just like, you're not allowed to do this in the morning anymore because it smells too good. All right, so I'm gonna add some cold water to this, and I'll show you what that looks like before I add it in. Maria. Wake me up before you go. All right, so you want to start with cold water because if you start with anything other than cold water, it's going to immediately start to thicken up on you, and it's basically you won't be able to use it. So some cold water, make sure you dilute that cornstarch in there. And then, now that's boiling,
I'm just gonna go get
we're going to add this in slowly until we get the thickness that we want. So you can add a little bit at a time, let it come back to a boil, see if it's thick enough for you, and just repeat that process until you get the right thickness that you want. So now I've adjusted the flavors. Let me taste it again and see if I need to add a little bit more of that sweetness. You can already taste a little bit of that chili coming out in there as well. All right, pretty good. We'll leave it as that. Tastes really good already. You are the one. Now you can choose to take off this lovely stuff at the corner, which I am going to do. So nice little ladle, you can just use that to take off some of that lovely settlement at the top. Good enough. All right, so that's that nice sheen that I want. That nice, not too thick, but still brothy. And that's what I want. So I'm gonna turn that off. Just that way. See how that is? Like it's not too runny, but it has that nice little body that we want. All right, so I'm gonna put this in a container. And we're gonna keep it somewhere warm until we are ready for it. So said I loved you, but hot behind hot. Thank you. What is more than a feeling that I feel inside? All right, that's all said and done. Let's take you guys back over, and then we can start. We can get started with the rest of our food. So leave that, cover that, put in our hot foods area until we're ready. We have some beans that need to go in the oven still, and everything else is in the oven. So let's set you guys up where you guys can see what's going on, and let's get this party started, shall we? All right. But I love you, but I'm lying, because there's more than love that I feel inside. All right, let me get organized here. Get rid of you guys. Whoosh. First things first, we're gonna do our pasta real quick and get that out the way. So we have lovely arugula, spinach, tomatoes. Whoosh. So arugula, tomato, spinach. We're gonna grab our pasta. Joseph say, where am I located? I'm located in downtown Toronto. This is where I am currently streaming away from. If you want precise location, that's something I'd probably put in my Discord chat. Said I love you, but I lied. 11:30. Yeah. We already have people looking for food. Our open time is usually 11:30. So, all right, got our pasta. Add our pasta in. Half there, half here. Oh, it's so hot, sticking to the bowl. Whew. It's madness. All right, come on. All right, so now we're gonna be rushing her a little bit, trying to get this food up and ready for our clientels. All right, so we're just gonna mix in our pasta with all our herbs and stuff. We have our Parmesan cheese that we're gonna add in here. Cool. Give that a nice little mix again. Have some lemon zest that we're gonna add in there as well. Now we're gonna grab our sauce to get this done. Oh. Got a nice pasta sauce right here. This is our ricotta, our cheesy ricotta pasta sauce. Lemon ricotta. I know the color is intriguing, isn't it? It's pink. It is pink. No worries, Joseph. Thank you for joining the stream. All right, so we're gonna mix that all in, like so. Give them a nice little toss. Same thing over here. Nicely, and then we're gonna combine them together. I tried to do this all in one bowl. It would not fit and it will be very messy. So we do them, separate them, and then bring them back together. All right, looking good, looking good. Now we can get our container to put it in, but first we're gonna put our beans in the oven. Now, we get our pasta in here. Said I loved you, but I lied. Because it's more than love that I feel inside. Susanna, when are we gonna switch? When are we gonna switch? When are we gonna switch?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you wanna do this and I'll do sushi? All right, so let's shake that out a little bit. Yeah. Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese. And we are done. And we're gonna add more of that lemon zest on top. Ooh. Looks delicious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of many that's coming. It's just gonna be rushing right now. All right, so let me go put that in our hot food area and get it. Make sure it's there for when we open.
Oh, no. If you want that, we have it here later around 11:30.
Kasi di ba kinausap nila?
Finish.
All right. Let me get the rest of this out my way. And I'll be right back. Do you have the gun? All right, next thing, we're gonna have to take the temperature of our fish in the oven, and then if that's good to go, then we can take it out. And then we can continue our saga of the finer things in life, which is food, of course. Food. Food is always the finer thing in life. I just gotta take some temperatures real quick for that health inspector. Gotta make sure we have record of all our food. All right, bear with me. I'm just gonna take this temperature. Ooh, very hot in my face. Our temperatures are above 85, so we're good on that. This thing wants to be temperamental. Oh, come on. This thing's not connecting properly. This thing's not.
Sometimes it's happened.
Oh, it's not working right now, and I cannot wait for it to connect to. It's nonsense. Some technology works, some technology doesn't want to work. All right, so we got a few things coming out of the oven together. See if I can put this all together. Wherever you are. My heart and my heart can go on. I don't know where to go, John. I don't know where to go. And my heart will go on. All right, so let's get this done. Salmon, I'm gonna have you come over here for a second because you're taking up so much room with your big body. Let me grab my sauce before I get it deep into this. Shush, shush, shush. Just grabbing our sauce for our salmon and trying not to burn every fiber on my finger off. Like, oh my God. All right. It's always a good idea to let your protein cool down a little bit, especially when you're dealing with salmon because it likes to break apart when it just comes out of the oven, you know, when it's nice and flaky and stuff like that. So one way to work with it is to make sure it cools down just slightly before you take it out and start handling it all over the place. Even just that alone, the salmon already looks amazing. And we're gonna add over top our nice sun-dried tomato sauce. Push. Let's grab our other tray. Go on. That is very hot. Super, 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 super hot. Never advise you to use your fingers to help in this process. All right, so a little bit more of that sauce. And let's repeat. Now our salmon has been roasted with some lovely spice blend and some smoked paprika to give it a nice color after it comes out the oven. And that's why it looks so nice and sexy on the outside. All right, we got one more tray. Whoosh. We are building a salmon pyramid right here. You either love it or you hate it. But it's just one of those things. All right. Don't worry, we got more. Push. It's my salmon pyramid. Yeah, for sure. All right, just trying to get the rest of these pieces over here. Get rid of this stuff and we can get on to the next lovely assignments. All right. We unfortunately have no greenery, so we won't be able to, throw a little bit of greenery on here. Joseph says, we don't care how much it costs for the salmon. I'll definitely eat some of that. Yeah, no, for sure. It's delicious. Franco says look delicious as well. Appreciate you both. We're gonna get that to our hot food area, and because we have a lot more to do behind hot, 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 hot. We got a lot more to get out, and not a lot of time to do so. You can go there. What is happening over here? You guys good?
Oh, I know. Look at this, chef. Look at her. Harvey. Look at her. Last Thursday, she fall. I got to know. That's why I have camera, so I don't want to happen.
Give me a second. Let me just put away some stuff, and I can continue with these lovely carrots that you see here.
Because I see you already gave the black one to somebody.
All right, so we got these nice little carrots. Stay in your face. And on top of those, we have these lovely green beans that we're gonna add, mix them together, and they're gonna go in our container. Doing it a little bit different today, just because I'm a little bit pressed up against the clock right now. Just a little bit of pressed on the clock. And I want to say that because we have customers already waiting for food. Even though I don't think it's 11:30 yet, but we're getting there. All right, so let's put this over here. Let's grab our container. And we're gonna mix that up nicely. This is our honey glazed French beans and carrots. I just have some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and amongst other things in there. So and I told you the reason I like these carrots is because just look at the colors. Colors are just amazing. All right, we got one more. Let's get that nicely mixed and let's get on top.
Last Thursday. My brother-in-law is the same.
But you have you have the padding on the ground though, right?
When I that's why I have a camera at home.
You have the padding on the ground though, no?
Maybe you know you have a packet, right?
Whoosh.
Very serious.
Alright, so there's our mountain of lovely honey glaze, onion spices, glaze, carrots and beans, French beans. So like I said, pressed up against the clock. I'm gonna get rid of this and I'll be right back. Oosh, oosh, oosh. Any space for this or no? Ah. Oosh, oosh, oosh. Oosh.
Hi there. What can I get for you?
All right, so let's get on to the next, shall we? On to the next. What do we have for you now? We got a lovely, lovely soy marinated chicken right there. Remember that glaze that we did a little bit earlier for you guys? We did something similar without the chicken stock, and this is what we marinated the chicken in. And that's what it looks like. We're gonna finish everything in a second.
What if I just get
Let me just get some gloves on and then we can do this. All right, so this over here. Grab one of the local containers.
Yeah, actually,
And we are slowly getting there. All right, all right, all right. That's one down. Let's get the other one finished. And the good news is we are off tomorrow because we have no catering and we can get to relax and chill. Isn't that a fun time? I say that, but tomorrow I think I'm gonna work on some stuff I gotta edit for the channel. So I'm gonna spend my day off behind a computer screen. Yeah, that's gonna be my life tomorrow. And it's not my day to cook tomorrow, so I'll be just pretty much relaxing, getting some work, simple work done. And hopefully I can get this recipe I've been trying to get out for you guys for a while now.
I just buy one more.
Whoosh, whoosh. Ah, hot.
I was just right now. You know what I know?
All right, so here's our lovely chicken. Let's get our sauce. It's gonna go on top of this and just make this stand out a little bit more with a nice, lovely shine.
Oh yeah, you're right. 38.
Lemon turkey.
11:30.
Okay.
11:30.
A lemon turkey. I'm not. I'm not. English is not.
I'll speak my language and then you'll see how you feel.
English is not my first language.
Why? It's not English.
Huh?
I always thought it's English.
No. We have a dialect called Patois.
Okay, but you guys grew up talking English, right? Or
It's
not?
broken English.
But it is English.
But you guys write
We still came up with an accent. When I first
No,
moved
I
here,
get it.
people would never understand what I was saying to
But
them.
look, for example,
But when
Indians.
somebody say you understand.
Huh?
When somebody talk, you understand.
Depends on how fast they were talking.
But we doesn't have anything to do with the English.
Oh,
Yeah.
we did learn at school though.
Yeah.
But all we learn, hi, my name is, what's your name, where do you live,
Yeah.
blah, 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 these kinds of things. And then we used to sing, of course, but most of the lyrics was wrong.
Was it the national
my
anthem?
daughter and my son now, he started as well.
Yeah.
If I'm reading them books or whatever, like, you know, they correct me a lot.
Mhm.
And then they think they're gonna break my heart, but they don't. I'm like, so what? You try and speak in my language. Huh? And also, I think I'm doing great with English. Not the best, but it's
Not too
bad.
shabby.
Yeah.
All right. That is another one of our dishes. Down. Let's not drop each other. Just wanted to see you guys on this lovely journey with me. And back over here.
There's no exception.
All right, so let me take this to our hot food area where it's needed, and I'll be back.
I don't know what to do. They ask
Cheryl, sorry. Oosh.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's get rid of this guy so we can continue on next item. Now we're looking a little bit better than before. We're not so pressed up against the clock. We can take it a little bit easier. So I can explain a little bit more about what you guys are seeing on camera. Our chicken that we just put out was our nice soy glaze. chicken here. A caramelized soy, garlic and ginger salmon. I mean chicken. Sorry, I said salmon, but you already know what I mean. Come on. All right, so now we got our lovely potatoes. The oven's all yours, Mitch. All yours. We have our nice, lovely potatoes. It's lovely, spiced. A nice little spice blend. I can't touch the rain against my window.
What did you do wrong this time? From the look? From the service? Of course.
Big package is 20. These ones are usually 8, filling it out.
The price is on the smaller tag there. The white tag? No, the right here. The middle tag right here. That's the price. I have no idea why that's like that. Ned,
Extra needed.
any idea why these are like this?
$8. They put this one. That's the price of the large one. There's 6 of them. And this is 2. Usually 8.
Against my window, I can't stand the rain. Alright, so Flora. Oh. Against my window, I can't. Yeah, but it gets confusing because the first thing you see is the big tag of 20 on it. Against my window, I can't stand the rain. I had no idea there was a non-Missy Elliott version of this song. You learn something new every day. Yes. All right, so that's our lovely potatoes. I'm slightly developing a little bit of a headache right now. I don't know why. What's going on with me? Let's see what the chat is saying. Sorry, chat. I try to get back to you every now and then. Let's see. Where do we leave off from? Joseph says, what a lovely, wonderful lunch menu. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Presentation is beautiful. It can be better, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. My English sounds very perfect. It does now because I've been here for so many years now, so my English is a little bit better. But now when I return to my home country and talk to people, sometimes I can't understand what they're saying because I've been away for so long. And I haven't really kept up with the dialect. So, like, I can understand most things. Sometimes losing a little bit of translation for me, but other than that, no. It's pretty good. My coworkers are a little bit different because they're all from different backgrounds. We got some Muslims, some Ethiopians, we have Filipinos as well. So there's a lot of accents and some language barriers and stuff in this kitchen. Some are like Chinese as well. So there's a lot of a lot of variety here actually. There's Spanish as well as my coworkers, and it's amazing. All right, so let me get my sauce for our lovely potatoes that we're seeing here. In my window. No, because the dish is supposed to be $8, but somebody slipped us a 20 sticker right on the front as well.
I told you it's okay. I have no time. Take it out. You have
Yeah, I do apologize if I don't get to your chat right away, your comments down below right away, but I definitely try to get through them when I come back into frame. So here's our nice Dijon sauce for our potatoes, our creamy Dijon reduction here. Now, something like this do call for, like, you can put some lemon juice or something like this, but I do, here's a trick, because if you use cream and you work with citrus, one of two things going to happen. Your sauce might stay together, but more often than none, your cream sauce will split. I'll probably say 80% of the time that your cream sauce will split once you add that citrus to it. So a little bit of tip that I can tell you is either add that lemon flavor to the thing you're cooking first and then add your cream sauce. Like, say if you're making the potatoes, I would, once my potatoes are finished, I would squeeze my lemon juice over the potatoes, and then I'll do my cream sauce and add that on, and that will kind of save your cream sauce from splitting. Another way you can do it is where you do a base, so like you saute your onions, your garlic, your onions and so like that, and then you deglaze that with some stock or something, cook that stock down, add your lemon juice in, and at the very last minute add in your cream, cook that down a little bit, and then just finish, because the more you cook it is the more your cream is going to separate due to the acidity in your dish. So just a couple of ways of keeping your lovely hard work of making a nice cream sauce together, and not having like part of it be like creamy over here, and in between you have some like some of that butter or fat or oils separating throughout your stuff. So just a way of doing it. Hopefully you guys take that in for a little bit of note for next time you're cooking some cream sauce at home or something like that. So we have a little bit of dill here that we're gonna throw on top as well, just to finish this guy up. All right, so that is that for our lovely Dijon potatoes. And now we have one more dish to get to. Let us get to that while I put this away. Oh, some baby back ribs. Whoa. All right, ladies and gents, last but not least, we have our loving from that ground beef that we did earlier. We're gonna finish that as well right now. And I know if you've been joining me on the live streams for the starting of this week, you've already seen this. But you know, it's the dynamic of our weekly menu. We'll try to keep it interesting, but We have a set menu that we do. Not a set menu, but we have a menu that changes every week. And the starting of the week, we have one menu that follows throughout that week. And then the following week, we change it to something different. We try to keep it interesting, keep watching us. If you have any suggestions of something that you want to see cooked, even at work or at my house, definitely let us know. We're always up for a new challenge. But definitely try to keep it a little bit simple for our lovely viewers at home that they can make as well for themselves, and they don't have to stay in the kitchen for 4 to 5 hours cooking a meal for the whole family, or have to follow one of those TikTok trends that will absolutely kill people. I do not know how people do some of these TikTok stuff. So every time I see some of these TikTok trends when it comes to food, like there's some good ones out there, but there's some bad ones out there where it makes you just cringe every time you see the videos. And like, you seriously gonna put that in your body? But yeah. All right, we have our lovely tray of pita right here. We can bring you guys in because nothing's gonna splash too much. And we have all our lovely condiments ready to go for you and lined up here. Shoot, baby. Huh. Cool. And cool. You can't see it, but all our lovely condiments are lined up right there. So let's get to it. First things first, we're gonna take our lovely tzatziki sauce. And we're gonna add that as our base. Nice, good amount of that lovely flavor. You want that freshness. I say freshness, but truly not 100% fresh unless you make it from scratch. This one I did not make from scratch, so I can't claim that this is the freshest thing. But the date from the package that I pulled it out of said it was the freshest. So nice, lovely glob of that tzatziki sauce there. We're going back here. And now we're gonna add a couple slices of our cucumber. I'll try to keep my white gloves out of the shot. Somebody commented yesterday to keep my lovely white gloves out of the shot of our food. I know it's just a joke, so I'm not even stressing about that. So, nice little cucumbers on the side. Just make it look cute. And we are gonna get, give me 1 second, I have to go grab a little bit of parsley because I didn't chop any herbs for today's garnish, and that's because I was, usually I do, today I was a little bit pressed against the clock, so when that happens I tend to jump over some things, and it's unfortunate, but all I got to say to that is no excuses. All right, so I got a little bit of parsley. I'm gonna go grab my ground beef next to put this on here from what we cooked earlier this morning. So a little bit of that lovely. Got some dried parsley, so put that around.
She literally put me all in all her orders and all her
Grab that ground beef that we did earlier. If I can find it.
Right?
They always call you Gene. 100%. Without you, we would not survive.
I did regular press, not rolling.
You always did something that I did.
Am I too young to have back pain? Deep or depth. Oh, welcome, welcome. Marie, welcome back to the stream. Love to have you. How's everyone? We're just we're winding down on our hot foods for today. So we're on to our lovely our pita bites. Marie, you already know this. You've been with us for a little bit now. You know this dish. So add in our lovely ground beef right on top of that. Love the tzatziki sauce. Press it ever so slightly. You know what? I actually might put some of this together for dinner later on tonight. So you guys can join me on that one. Get a more in-depth perspective of this from start to finish. So, but that's if I do it. I'm thinking about doing it, but we'll see. Might do this for the fams at home or do something slightly different. Or just flat out do some tacos. It's all about how I feel at the end of the day. Maybe. How much money do you got, Stella?
What are you putting?
Nice little ground beef pita. We have tzatziki, cucumbers, and some feta cheese. You want one to take home? I mean, as long as you don't tell nobody. All right, so next up we have a little bit of red onions. We're just gonna put a little bit of top on the top. So a little bit of this red onions. Obviously, if you something you don't like on here, you can always, if you're making something like this at home, you can always omit it. It's not a big deal. It's not gonna change the dish drastically. Parsley, and then yeah, she almost gave me a heart attack. And we got that feta cheese right on there on top. Amazing. And then to finish this up, you're just gonna add a little bit more of that parsley on top. If you have some fresh parsley, definitely use that instead of this dryness I'm using right now. Then we're gonna drizzle some olive oil over the top, just to give it that lovely shine that we want, and keep that shine a little bit in the hot food area as well. And we are done. We are done, done, and done. And that's what that looks like. Let's get that to our hot food area, and we should be good. Nice little close-up look at that. Not too shabby, eh? It's like I know what I'm doing sometimes. It's like I've done this before. All right, let's get this away. Whoa. Whoa. All right, we have a nice little lineup for our hot foods, which is great. Business is always welcome to have. So let's put you guys back over here. Get you guys cleaned up. And that is our lovely Wednesday melody of food, ladies and gents. Now you're starving? Trust me, now you know how I feel. Every single morning when I have to come and make all these delicious food, this is exactly how I feel in the morning. This is why sometimes I have to even end the stream early, because my stomach is just kicking my ass and telling me go eat something, because I'm constantly smelling all these foods so early in the morning, and I'm so hungry all the time. And I'm a big foodie, so like almost anything you put in front of me, I'm gonna, if I like it enough, I'm gonna devour the entire plate. So that's one of those things. Show thumbs in the chat. Who wants me to go in my prep section? Because I'm not feeling to drag you guys along in the prep section of my day today. I feel like just ending the stream early. But if you guys give me a bunch of thumbs up in the chat, then I'll go into the prep section of this stream for today. So I'll give about like a minute. We'll see. If no thumbs go up, then we'll end the stream early. Other than that, show you some of these are the type of naans we're using. They're the PC brand. There are recipes where you can make your own naan at home and stuff like that. So one day I will make my own naan bread recipe, so you guys can get a look at that. If I feel up to it, I will make it tonight. If I'm not up to it, because I still have a lot of stuff I have to get into prep for today. The ones I used earlier was not the garlic version. This is the garlic version. So that is that. Everything else is just your cosmetics. So, all right. So we have no thumbs up in the chat. So, ladies and gents, I'm gonna be ending the stream early today, because I just want to get my prep done and relax a little bit, and hopefully get to read my book on my lunch break. So I do appreciate you guys coming. Joseph says, have really enjoyed your stream. I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, I appreciate you. We usually do, sometimes we do some dinner stuff as well. It's my night to make dinner tonight, so we'll probably do a stream of that a little bit later, so you guys can see what I'm cooking. I just needed to really decide what I'm cooking later tonight. But if you're new to the stream as well, I usually go into a prep section, but like I said, today I am gonna take a day off from our prep session, give you guys a break from that prep session as well. So stay tuned for our next live stream. Make sure you hit that notification button for when we go live again. I do appreciate all the support you guys give. Thank you very much. And if you guys don't get notified from YouTube for when we go live, we also post it when we're live. It gets posted in our Discord community as well. So definitely feel free to join that at any time. If you don't like what's in our Discord, you can always leave at any time. There's no commitment. There's no pay. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. So other than that, I'll leave you guys with this. Stay safe, stay warm, because it's raining over here in my city right now. And we'll get you guys on the next live stream. Until then, peace and have a good day. Bye.
What do you mean, Maria? Do you have it? Give me a